Hey, this is Derek Cafe with Cold Black Properties. So, yesterday I had the privilege to be one of the first approved rezonings for from single family to duplex zoning in Austell, Georgia in decades. So, yay me, and yay more housing. So, basically yesterday I sat in front of council, was able to present my argument, and the council approved my rezoning request from single family to a duplex. And this is the first step of many that I have as far as development in the city. I already own other properties. But what I want to talk about is the rezoning process itself. So, when I did the rezoning, I actually did the rezoning by myself. A lot of times people would say get a architect or get a some sort of attorney to represent you, a zoning attorney, etc. I decided to represent myself because as a black investor or black real estate developer, if anybody's familiar with the Federal Reserve Board prints out uh, a wealth chart that kind of breaks it down by race and income and all sorts of different factors. It's a really cool data to know. So, but the wealth of black households is like 6% the wealth of white households, and so as you and we make up 15% of the population. So I don't have a lot of wealth or a lot of, a lot of people I could come to, a lot of sources of equity. So overall, the main thing is I'm very frugal with my money. And so when I decided to approach this rezoning process, I wanted to make sure that I didn't spend thousands upon thousands. Really, I didn't want to spend hundreds of dollars, but application fee was 360 by itself. So I was already in hundreds by the time just to apply. But I went through and I applied myself, and I was able to get through the process. It cost me a total of 360 plus 480 for some renderings. And so yeah, whatever that total is, 360 plus 480. So 360 440 440 840. So 840. So it cost me $840. Main thing is it was below 1,000, and I'm not going to include the survey that I had to use because I actually paid for the survey years ago. But technically, if I was doing it today and I didn't have the survey, I had to pay for the survey too, which was $625 at the time. But I paid for that years ago, so I'm not going to include it. But with the rezoning, so I paid $840 beneath $1,000 to get this rezoning through, and many people would tell you that is just not the case. You're going to spend thousands upon thousands of dollars. It's going to take months and months, and it can depending on your municipality. But the thing is, rather than being a person who develops or is investing all over the Atlanta metro, I decided to specialize in the area which I live, which is Austell, Georgia. So I'm very familiar with all the elected officials. I'm very familiar with my neighbors because I develop and invest in the neighborhood that I live, and so it makes it a situation where it's different than other situations where you're going into a new area and people don't know you, people have never heard of you, you're just some evil developer who wants to come in and do something and then leave the city and leave it high and dry. That's not the case with me. And so I reached out to a couple architects for some renderings, and they were like, hey, we can provide you some, we'll provide you some assistance, and we can do this, that, and the other. And I'm like, well, no, I don't really want that. And they were telling me, no, you need us. You need us to get through. Otherwise, you can't get through. Now, these people may absolutely be correct in other municipalities, but the one thing that they did not know is that I knew my area better than they knew my area because I had been here. I had went to the zoning meetings. I had been to, I've been on plenty of government, some of the documents that create, or the studies that create the government documents, like comprehensive plans, LCI studies, trails and stuff that they're proposing. I've been on all of that. So there was no one who knew the city, the future plans for the city, what was expected than myself. But the professionals, the architects, the attorneys, they said that no, I know the best way. You need to pay me. And we're talking anywhere between $5,000 and $15,000. And that was not for any guarantee. That's for a guaranteed product, but it doesn't mean that what you're paying them the money for would actually get accomplished, which is the rezoning. So it was one of those things where you just have to be very aware of other people and their motivations. Now, I'm not saying architects are bad or attorneys are bad. They absolutely, because my wife's an attorney, so I'm not saying these people are bad. What I am saying is that there are people who are trying to separate you from your dollars. And it's up to you to be educated enough to understand when it makes sense to pay someone else and when it makes sense to keep it in house. In my situation, I knew it was easier to keep it in house, and like I said, I was able to get through the rezoning process under $1,000. I did my site plan myself. I did my there's a document to basically kind of like argue your case, and basically what I did is, because I was a part of the comprehensive plans and the LCI study, which is a document talking about the growth of the downtown area and how the downtown should be developed. I knew, and that's where this property that I rezoned is in our downtown. And so there was no one who knew more about it. No attorney, nobody I could pay who knew about it more than me, since I was a part of all of the programs. But like I said, I saved myself thousands and thousands of dollars, and these things add up. It may say I spent, seven or $5,000. Let's say I spent the lowest amount to for somebody. I get through. Well, damn, I would have got through either way. But now I'm $5,000 in the hole, and it's as you build this project, because I still have to tear down a house and build the new duplex. So I'm 5,000 in the hole before I even got tore down the house, or even went vertical with it. So it's just things that I'm saying this from a perspective of my position in America, which is a black man in America and a black business owner, black developer in America. And I'm saying it, and truthfully applies to anyone, but it becomes more so when you already come from a position of typically less income, less access to capital, less wealth, uh, not the same networks, etc. So you just have to be, you have to be extra careful. So yeah, so overall, I'm excited because I was able to get that rezoning through. And this Saturday, matter of fact, December 9th at 10 a.m., we'll be doing I'll be hosting Georgia Ria at my the property that I got rezoned, and I'm going to be building a new construction duplex, which I'm going to keep to rent out. And so I'm realizing the sun is moving with me, or the sun is moving slowly, but uh, I'm going to be building a new construction duplex, and then I'm already planning now for the next project uh on that same block, because fortunately for me, I was able to buy one side of a block. So from one corner of a block to another corner of a block, I own all the land in between. So basically what I'm trying to create is a showcase street that has different types of housing, different types of middle missing housing, all in one area. Mixed use, multifamily, small homes, etc. So I do have the small home because I renovated a 556 square foot uh, home, or that I brought basically who don't, that's a whole nother story. But so a small house is completely renovated and brought back to life, and now we'll have the multifamily with this duplex. And then what I like to do is a commercial apartment building, so meaning 5 units or more, and then a mixed use apartment building. So that would be retail at the bottom and residential at the top. And so this is near a downtown, so it's not like I'm just trying to do this in the middle of a subdivision. Once again, I want to say that for anybody who has questions. But that's it. So Saturday, December 9th, 10 a.m., 2659 Carroll Way. I'll be hosting Georgia RIA. This will be a combination between the Georgia RIA's Northside Rehabbers group and the South Cobb group. We'll be meeting at 2659 Carroll Way, Austell, Georgia 30168 at 10 a.m. And then I'll be speaking on my development, my whole development, and that particular rezoning and rezoning process. And then we'll take it over to Austell Co-work on Broad Street. So please join us if you're in the area. And yeah, that's all for now. Thank you.